Hello viewers, this is the fifth part or fifth video regarding otitis media. Okay, in this otitis media we are going to discuss about diagnosis. Okay, here especially subtopics is there, acute otitis media, CSOM, chronic suppurative otitis media. Okay, like that the subtopics is there in that here the diagnosis regarding CSOM, okay, chronic suppurative otitis media. Okay, here how we are diagnosis, the patient is, the children is suffering with the CSOM disease condition. Here we have to diagnosis depending upon the history collection, physical examination of a child. Okay, some of the investigations. What are the investigations means? In these we have to discuss. First one is the culture and sensitivity. Culture and sensitivity. Here due to the some of the bacteria or the viral infection, the fluid should be accumulated in the inner ear or the eardrum. That will be identified which bacteria or the which viruses is there in that eardrum. That will be identified by doing the some of the culture. Okay, next one is the examination under the microscope. Okay, in this we have to do the examination under the microscopic. By doing microscopic examination, we have to identify which bacteria or the which microorganism is there for the infection cause, and any problem is there in the structurally in the ear, that will be identified. Okay, next one is the pure tone audiogram. Okay, this is the one test for identification of hearing capacity of the child. Okay, pure tone audiogram with the help of audiometer, how much sound the child should be able to hear. Okay, that will be identified by doing the audiogram. Okay, in this when we are doing pure tone audiogram with the help of audiometer, here the child should be lost the 20 to 30 decibel sounds. Okay, they are not heard sound up to 20 to 30 decibel. Okay, next another examination like X-ray. Okay, when we are doing X-ray, okay, with the help of X-ray what we are identified means here we have to do the for examine the mastoid bone. Okay, mastoid bones is there, any infection is there in the mastoid bone, that will be identified by doing the X-ray. Okay, next one is the PNS. Okay, what is meant by PNS? What is the abbreviation of PNS? Peripheral nervous system. Okay, here any neurological problems is there, any nervous system disorders is there, that's why the child is unable to hear sounds, that will be identified by doing the X-ray of peripheral nervous system. Okay, next another one is the with the help of X-ray we have to identify neck structure. Okay, any structural abnormalities is there in the neck, that will be identified by doing the X-ray. Okay, next another investigation like nasal endoscopy. Okay, in this nasal endoscopy what we are identified means structure of nose or any throat infections, or what is the sinus or any infection is there. Okay, what is the nostrils. Okay, any infection or any structural abnormalities, that will be identified by doing the nasal endoscopy. These are the diagnostic procedures for identification of CSOM disease condition. Okay, next one is the complications of CSOM. Okay, chronic suppurative otitis media disease condition complications. What are that means? First one is the brain abscess. What happens means when we are not giving proper treatment to the CSOM disease condition, it may leads to the brain abscess. Okay, in the brain, cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, these are the parts is there, in that structural some of the due to the infection, some of the fluid should be accumulated in the brain. Okay, this is also one complication regarding CSOM disease condition. Okay, next one is the another complication like lateral sinus thrombosis. Okay, here what happens means due to this CSOM disease condition in the children, sometimes blood clot, okay, blood clot or the blood disorders will be identified in the sinus part. Okay, next one is the another complication like otitic hydrocephalus. Okay, in the normal hydrocephalus, excessive cerebrospinal fluid secretions. Okay, the cerebrospinal fluid should be accumulated in the cerebrum and spinal cord. Okay, here what happens means due to the otitis media disease condition, the children may have the one problem or one complication like hydrocephalus. Okay, next another complication like meningitis. Okay, in this meningitis what happens means in previous videos we have discussed meninges is a one layer, it will be covered brain and spinal cord, it will be protect from the external injuries. Okay, like that we have discussed. In this meninges, due to the some of the bacteria or the viruses, the meninges should be have the infection. Okay, that we are called as the meningitis. It is also one complication regarding CSOM disease condition. Okay, next one is the another complication like mastoiditis. Okay, mastoiditis nothing but one bone is there, no, mastoid bone. Okay, due to the some viruses, bacteria or the mechanical injuries, the mastoid bone have the some of the infection, that we are called as the mastoiditis. It is also one complication due to the CSOM disease condition. Okay, next one is the labyrinthitis. Labyrinthitis nothing but it is a one infection, it will be caused to the inner ear. Okay, now in the inner ear, the ear is divided into parts, no, inner ear, outer ear, eardrum. Okay, like that the parts is there, no. In that the inner ear having some of the infection, that condition we are called as the labyrinthitis. Okay, next another complication like petrositis. Okay, what is meant by petrositis means here some of the temporal bones is there, no, in the face. Okay, especially skull region, the temporal bones is there, no. Sometimes the infection will be spreading from the inner ear to temporal bones. Okay, that condition we are called as the petrositis. Okay, these are the complications regarding CSOM. First one is the brain abscess, second one is the lateral sinus thrombosis, next one is the otitic hydrocephalus, next one is the meningitis, another one is the mastoiditis, after that labyrinthitis, last one is the petrositis. These are the complications regarding CSOM. Okay, next we are going to discuss about what is the better treatment for reducing these infectious disease. Okay, in this first one we have to administer the medical management like antibiotics. Okay, some of the antibiotics for prevention of infection or reducing infection, we have to administer the antibiotics. Next one is the analgesics. Why we have to administer analgesics means for reducing pain. Okay, for the pain relieving purpose we have to administer the analgesics to the children. Sometimes one symptom is there, no, earache. Okay, the children who are suffering with this CSM disease condition, those are having the severe earache. Okay, that will be reduced by administration of some of the analgesics. Okay, this is regarding medical management for the CSOM disease condition. Okay, next some of the surgical management is there. Okay, in that surgical management we have to do the so many types surgical treatment like tonsillectomy, adenoidectomy, myringioplasty, tympanoplasty. Okay, in this tonsillectomy means removal of tonsils. Why we have to remove means sometimes the tonsils should have the some of the infection, no. Okay, the infection should not treated by administration of medications means then we go for the surgical removal of tonsils. Okay, next one is the myringioplasty. What is meant by myringioplasty? What is the use of myringioplasty means here? The myringioplasty is one of the surgical treatment or surgery for the who are having CSM disease condition. Okay, why we have to do means the children who are having hearing loss disease, okay, especially the hearing loss below the 40 decibel sounds. Okay, they are not receiving the sounds up to 40 decibel sounds. Okay, that when the condition is there means we have to do the myringioplasty. Okay, how we have to do means here we have to take out some tissue graft from the another body parts in the child. Okay, in a patient from the another body parts we have to take out some of the tissue. Okay, it will be covered to the eardrum. Okay, it will be protect eardrum for the prevention of infection. It will be improves the hearing capacity of the child. Okay, the tissue graft where we have to receive the tissue means the tissue will be taken from the own body of the patient or another person's. Okay, sometimes some persons will be give some tissue, donating their tissue to the patients. Okay, then we have to take out the donor's tissue. Okay, sometimes we have to take the tissue from the animals also. Okay, for improving their hearing capacity, for prevention of deafness in the children, we have to do the myringioplasty surgery. Okay, it will be improves their hearing capacity. Okay, another surgery is there, that is the tympanoplasty. Okay, what is the use of tympanoplasty? It will also improve the hearing capacity. It will also reduce the deafness. Okay, it will use what is the differentiation between the tympanoplasty and myringioplasty? Okay, in the myringioplasty we have to do the surgery when the patient is receives below 40 decibel sounds. Okay, if here in the tympanoplasty we have to do above the 40 decibel sounds. When the child is hearing above the hearing loss above the 40 decibel sounds. Okay, here the child is having hearing loss below the 40 decibel sounds, but this surgery hearing loss above the 40 decibel sounds. This is the differentiation between the myringioplasty and tympanoplasty. Okay, same the procedure is it will be repairs. Okay, it will be repairing of the eardrum. Okay, the part of the eardrum that will be repaired by doing this surgery. Any damage is there in the inner ear, that will be repaired. Okay, next one is the what is the use, why we have to do this tympanoplasty means for prevention of chronic ear infection. Okay, some of the ear infections is there now, prolonged time the children will be suffering with the ear infections. Okay, for prevention of ear infections, okay, we have to do the tympanoplasty surgery. Okay, next another one, here we have to do the tissue graft. Okay, the tissue will be take out from the donors or the animals or the own body of the patient. Okay, we have to receive and we have to cover the eardrum. Okay, in this surgery also. Okay, this is regarding tympanoplasty. Okay, these are the management for the CSOM disease condition. Who are having the CSOM disease condition, those children are undergone some of the surgeries, the major surgeries like tympanoplasty, myringioplasty. Okay, tympanoplasty, myringioplasty. Okay, in this myringioplasty we have to do hearing loss below the 40 decibel sounds. The tympanoplasty we have to do above the 40 decibel sounds of hearing loss. Okay, this is the differentiation between the two surgeries. Okay, when who this surgery will be done means in the surgical procedure, the surgeon only we have to do this surgery. Okay, in the physician only the surgery will be performed. Okay, by giving some of the anesthesias, we have to prepare the patient should be preoperatively, intraoperatively, postoperatively care we have to provide it. Okay, this is regarding diagnosis and complications and medical management, surgical management for the CSOM disease condition children's. Okay, thank you everyone.